Purnamaste, Purnamaste, and everybody welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart for you to realize that you are not your mind and that you cannot do anything about it. That you should do nothing. But you cannot do nothing because then still you are doing something. This lecture will be quite Zen lecture and dedicated to my best friend who doesn't come anymore near me. Why? For he is thinking. His mind, ego, blaming him, judging him, that he's not good enough. Thinking how he should be. And he's not good enough to be in the presence of me, my best friend. So, many have problems with their crazy mind. Mind is crazy. And you follow it to hell. You suffer. Mind is resisting you, resisting the moment, forcing, trying to make it happen, control. Judges your thoughts, stops your thoughts, judges you. And many are asking, how can I control my mind? How can I stop my mind? They're saying, I cannot, more I try, more the mind is crazy. I said same thing yesterday to my friend. I told him, Buddha said to his disciples, stop your mind, control your mind. Your mind, desires in the mind. Mind is the cause of all your problems. Control your mind, stop your mind. But then they went in meditation. They were trying to stop the mind, trying to root out the desire, trying to stop and control their mind. And they were doing it for 3 years. They were doing it for 3 years. And after 3 years, they came back. And they said, Master, we cannot control our mind. Mind is just getting more and more crazy. It doesn't stop. More we try to stop it and control it, more crazy it is. More it controls us. And what Buddha said is, you can never control your mind. You can never stop your mind. It is not possible. You have to do nothing. There is nothing that you can do. But then you have a problem like my best friend. You are trying to think nothing. You are trying to do nothing. You are in your mind. You have to do nothing. You have to do nothing the best. You are forcing and resisting again. And you're trying to do nothing. You have to understand that the masters tell you, all masters, that you should control your mind, control your thoughts, stop your mind. Only like Buddha told you, so you would realize that you cannot stop your mind, that you cannot control your mind, that you cannot make your mind stop thinking. And then there is nothing you can do. And more you try to make your mind stop thinking, more you try to think nothing, more your mind is crazy and is thinking you. And they try to do nothing. You know, we cannot do nothing, they said. We're trying to do nothing, our mind is doing so much. What can we do? But you know what the Zen Master is to tell you. You are trying to get free of your mind, of resistance, forcing, pushing, thinking, judging your thoughts, controlling. You know, and now you try to control your mind, force your mind to stop, resist your mind. And you are being in the ego, trying to control the ego, trying to control the mind. And you are actually controlling, resisting, forcing. You want to stop your mind. And then you blame yourself that you cannot stop your mind. You judge yourself. But that's your ego blaming you. And now you're trying to stop your mind. Your mind is even more crazy because you are actually trying to stop your mind with everything what your mind does, with resistance of the mind. You just have to realize. You have to realize that mind is the separation from self. Mind is the machine. Separation from self. Thinking it is you. Blaming you. Judging you. Thinking about things. Mind wants to know. Control. Label. Define everything. Yeah, mind has to. You know, when mind tells me what you know, and so it is, this is the truth. I only see you are thinking, you are your mind, you try to control the truth, you try to approve the truth, you are agreeing with the truth, but you are thinking you are not your mind. You are not being the truth that I speak of. In being, you are agreeing, thinking, knowing in the mind. Mind has to control the truth. And all what mind does, mind always controls the truth. Tries to control the truth, but it cannot. Therefore, this resistance and suffering in resistance comes from. Yeah. That's why I say, why are you bragging in front of another children how much you know? You are not your mind. You know, you have to realize that you cannot do nothing and you should not try to do nothing. Because that's your mind trying to do something. That's nothing. You just have to realize that you can do nothing. And your mind is the separation from self. Program thinking it is you, designed to think about truth negatively, designed to project, designed to blame you, designed to think, designed to keep you in separation from yourself. You know? And this is what mind does. It blames you, it judges you, it tries to control the truth, thinking about the truth. And you can do nothing. You can do nothing. Mind is such as it is. Mind of Buddha is negative. Mind of Jesus is negative. But the secret is that we are not identifying with our mind. We know that we are not our mind. We laugh at the mind. The thing is that you are identifying with your mind. Thing is, you're identifying with your mind. You try to control the truth with your mind. You think you're your mind. You think thinking is knowing, but no. You identify with your mind. You try to control your mind. You try to stop your mind. You are trying to get rid of your mind with your mind. Conquer your mind with your mind. Mind is your master, and now you're trying to be mind master of your mind. Mind is what it is. It's designed to blame you. It's designed not to love you. It's designed to think illusions that are not true. But you want to control the mind, stop the mind, judge your thoughts, resist, control. Like the river is flowing, the stream of thoughts, but you stop it, you try to control, approve the thoughts. And then you have a problem. And the mind is your problem. You have a big problem. You are identifying with a machine that is designed to blame you. And you are trying to control that machine. And you are doing it with your mind that controls, resists, pushes, forces against. You have to just realize that you are not your mind. And you can do nothing about it. More you try to control your mind, stop your mind stops, more you are suffering in resistance. You have to just surrender your mind. Your thoughts are not you. You cannot control your mind. Mind is mind. You are not your mind. You have to stop identifying yourself with your mind. Just letting the mind be. Let it try to control. Let it try to speak. Let it do whatever it does. It is the mind. It is the separation from self designed to keep you in separation from self. You can do nothing. You only realize that it is not you. And you stop identifying with it. Stop controlling it. Stop trying to stop it. Stop trying to force it. Stop trying to change it. Just let it be. You are not controlling your thoughts, jumping on them. You don't try to improve yourself with your mind. You let the mind be as it is. It's the cause of all your problems. You do not follow it. You let it be. You don't think. You let it think. The problem is identification with the mind and following with the mind. Then you think you are your mind, you want to forcefully stop your mind, and you more think that you are your mind. You just have to realize that what mind does is not the truth, and that's just the thoughts. And you cannot stop them, you cannot control them, you can do nothing, it is not you. And you do nothing, because you can do nothing. You let the mind be as it is. When mind is acting crazy and stupid, you just say, I am not my mind. I will not identify it with it. Let it be. Because when you identify yourself with the mind, you want to control the moment, you want to control the future, you are crying for the past, you are attached to the mind, and mind expects, and mind controls. And then you resist, and then you suffer, you know, in your mind, thinking something what is not now here, and it's negative, regretting something that is gone and happened, blaming yourself, judging yourself because you think that you are your mind. Then you just let the mind be. You are not controlling, you are not forcing, you are not resisting. You let the thoughts flow just like a river. Mind of a child is just like a river. Thought after thought, running one after another like a stream, with no obstruction, with no ego, with no mind trying to stop it and control it and judge it. You go with the flow. You know, you are in the moment now. You are not your mind. You understand? You are in the moment now. You are not your mind. You accept the moment as it is. You are not attached to your mind. No expectations, no control, no resistance. You are not attached on what you're doing, on the results of your deed, that you must get something in future. So you have no expectations. You have no attachments. You surrender your mind, you let the mind be. And you use the mind, you can think about past relationship with your lovers. You can dream about greatest dreams in future. But you are not attached to it. It is not now here. You cannot forcefully make it happen, bring it back, or forcefully make it happen. You can do nothing. You just let yourself dream and be. You are not attached. You are now here in the moment as it is. You flow away from all resistance and you give no resistance with your mind, and you know that when you will not flow away from resistance, your mind is resisting. You live in the moment as it is. Your mind is like a mirror. You accept everything as it is now in fullness, you enjoy it, but if next moment the picture changes, the moment changes, reflection changes, you accept that moment with no attachment. And then you can really do everything. You can do greatest things, like I'm doing. Teaching teachings that greatest masters teach. Write writings that are most priceless in the world. And you don't care if 20 people like it only. You don't care. You don't care. You are not bitching and trying to resist the moment, trying to force control with your mind. Like I would say, oh, why I'm not famous already? Why I'm not having million likes? Why I'm not a famous teacher? You are free of control, free of resistance, free of suffering. You are just nirvana. Breathe out. You let go your mind. You let the mind be. And then you can do greatest things. Like I cannot do video for million on YouTube now and be famous, but I can be that heavenly fame now. And I can do a video that is worth millions, for hearts that are worth millions. You know. I accept myself as enlightened master that I am now, and I accept that whatever it is now is as it is, and I'm doing greatest things that actually many masters are doing and have million followers in the world. But I don't need that. I am now here. I am not attached and controlling, resisting something that is not now here, but I'm doing the greatest video now here. And you can do whatever you like. You are not attached. Then you can do whatever you like, for you are not attached. You can do things that fuck up the others. You can do this, you can do that. But you are not attached. You don't try to control it, you don't try to resist this. When resistance comes, you flow away. When you cannot change the moment, you are not attached. You accept that the past moment, you enjoyed it. Now it's not here anymore. You accept the moment as it is. You are free of your mind. You know that you are not your mind. You know that you are not your mind. And you can do nothing, and you do nothing. And you do greatest things. You plan greatest things. You enjoy. You do greatest things. But you're doing nothing. Because you're not controlling. You're not expecting. You're not resisting. You're not attached to the result. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. I don't like when you come and comment on it. This is how it is. This is how it is. Or tell me what you think is better. Or tell me what you know. No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. It's your mind trying to approve, control. You immediately jump on something with your mind that you don't understand. You want to own it. You want to control it. You want to approve it. You want to label it. You want to get it with your mind. You know, mind immediately goes and jumps. Like I said something about something, and she said, oh, but at least you will not get bombed by USA. Immediately. But I have given the message that only if you feel the art of the word that I am and allow the silence of the mind that has to control, own, and get the truth, she actually comforting me, telling me everything will be okay. But the truth is her mind is bombing her. My country not getting bombed. It is not about that. It's about immediately mind has to jump, control it, approve it, know it. But if you allow, yes, this it is. Mind tries to control it, approve it, and know it. And you never allow yourself the silence of the mind. You never allow yourself the silence of the mind. For immediately, when you don't get something, you have to go control it, think it, label it, define it with your mind. And then you are happy. No. But allow yourself the silence of the mind. I'm not speaking as my mind. I'm free of my mind. I'm speaking as truth that I am from the heart, free of the mind. Allow yourself the silence of the mind. For otherwise you are only thinking. You only get your thoughts, your programmed thoughts, your beliefs, your control. Your mind has to control the truth, approve the truth, agree. Thinking only, thinking. What was programmed in by society and beliefs. But you know, I don't know anything. For it is an empty cup that can get filled with eternal life, and you are that eternal life, you are not your mind. And if you allow that silence of the mind, you realize you are not your mind. And you can do nothing to control the mind, to stop the mind. You cannot try to do nothing. You just realize and let the mind be. And you stop your mind. Mind doesn't have to go control it, approve it, comment on it, and tell me what to know. Because this lady, she commented about something that at least my country will not get bombed. If you knew what I know, you would know you should not say nothing and your mind is bombing you. For I didn't tell you what's going on. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. I'm laughing at the joke. Something's going on. But nothing's going on. People can be afraid. I'm laughing at the joke, for it's all a joke. I'm not a mind trying to control the truth. I accept it as it is. And mind has to approve it. Mind has to judge it. Mind has to define it. Mind has to know. But if you don't allow yourself that silence of the mind, all you get are your thoughts. And your thoughts, your mind is already what you have. And you have to get free of your mind. Realize that you are not your mind to be filled with eternal life. And you are that eternal life, the truth yourself. And you have to allow that silence of the mind. That you realize that you are not your mind, but your mind is thinking it is you, trying to control the truth, approve. And then the truth can be revealed in you being the truth. Knowing you are not your mind, knowing nothing. For you are not your mind. There's no questions and doubts in you. I don't know anything, but I have no questions and doubts. I am the truth that I am from the heart. I'm not my mind. Others know. You know. You tell me what you know. You agree. You control it. You approve it. But you're so full of questions and doubts, attachments, searching for truth. I have no questions and doubts. I am the truth that I am. I'm not my mind. If you never allow the silence of the mind, all you get is your mind thinking it is you trying to control, approve the truth, control you, control the mind. And you remain in a separation of yourself. But if you allow yourself that moment of the silence of the mind, you don't have to say anything. And in that moment, you can realize you are not your mind. You are that silence of the moment, the source of all truth. And out of silence of the moment, source of all truth, your mind is illuminated with gold. Now you can think the truth with no questions and doubts. Truth as it is. Not your mind thinking you. But if you allow yourself no silence of the mind, your mind always thinking, all you get is your mind, what you have already and what you need to get free of, separation from yourself. You cannot control your mind. You cannot stop your mind. You have to just stop identifying yourself with the mind and let the mind be. Like my best friend, he blames himself non-stop. He thinks he's not good enough. He thinks how to be. He even thinks when I say this, he thinks that he should think nothing. And then he maybe blames himself for not thinking nothing. And it's a fiasco of the mind. He has to get free of his mind, but he wants to get free of his mind with his mind. But that's the ego, that's the mind. It's designed to judge you, to blame you for who you are, to blame you how you feel, to blame you how it feels in your energy, to tell you you must be better, to always judge you and blame you and think about the truth, try to control you, resist you. Because mind is the separation from yourself, designed to blame you, to judge you, to think about the truth. So you remain in your mind in separation from yourself. So you don't know yourself. And you are not your mind. Mind is thinking, judging you for how you feel from the heart. You are not your mind thinking and knowing the truth. But how you feel in your heart, the way that it feels the best, it is who you are. And you should follow that. You should realize that you are not your mind. You follow your mind that judges you, that blames you for who you are, tells you are not good enough and how you should be, controls you, resists you. But you have to understand this is the mind blaming you, who you are, how you feel, how it feels, resisting you, so that you blame yourself, so you remain in the separation from self. And you can really do nothing. You can really do nothing, you know. You can really do nothing. For mind is just the mind. You let the mind be. And then you are doing everything, but you are doing nothing. You are controlling nothing. You are resisting nothing. Everything is being done by you in the moment. You don't control and resist next moment. You let it be. Everything is done by you in this moment. You are not doing nothing. Everything is being done. Just like source that I am doing nothing and everything is being done. Breathing exercises are so important. Master your breathing. Breathing exercises are so important. Master your breathing. Because you can breathe controlling. You know you're breathing. You are controlling your breathing. You are controlling your breathing. You are controlling your breathing with your mind resisting. What I want to tell you is that you are not your mind, just what you can think, what you can move, what you can control. Because you are beating your heart. You are circulating your blood. You are growing your hair. You are growing your nails. You are adjusting the eye lens to the sunlight. But you are not doing it. You are not controlling it. How you beat your heart, how you grow your nails, how you adjust the eye lens to the sunlight. You are not controlling it. You are just doing it. But you are breathing and you're controlling your breathing. And now you forgot that you're breathing, but you are still breathing. You are still doing it. But you are not doing it. You are not controlling with your mind. It is being done by you. Being done by you, just like beating of your heart. Then you can understand you are not just your mind, what you can control, what you can resist, what you can push. This is just small separation from self. Controlling this body, thinking it is you. Then you understand that actually you are beating your sun. You're beating your heart, you're circulating your blood, you're growing your nails, you're adjusting your eye lens to the light. You know, then you know that everything what you're doing and everything what is done by you. You're doing nothing and everything is done by you. And you no more have feeling that you are doing anything. You are just responding to the moment and everything is done by you. Because you know that when you're doing something, you forget that you're breathing and you're still breathing even unconscious when you sleep. Then you are really doing nothing. But you're doing so much. I wrote 10,000 materials of spiritual instructions. I made more than 1,000 videos. But I'm doing nothing. I'm just being in the moment. And everything is being done by me. Just like source that I am doing nothing and everything is being done by me. But I'm doing nothing. I'm not controlling anything. I'm not resisting anything. I'm not expecting anything. I'm not forcing anything. I don't know anything. I'm not my mind. I'm just doing it and it's being done by me. And same way I'm shining my sun. I am beating my heart, shining my sun, spinning the earth around the sun. And I'm you. And it is not about mind controlling. But when you realize that you are not your mind, you let the mind be. You can let everything be done. You do nothing. Just in the moment you're doing what can be done with no resistance. Because when you resist and force, you are already doing it. You know. And then you are really doing nothing. You are free of your mind. Your mind is like a mind of a child. You don't try to control thoughts, resist thoughts, control anything, resist anything. You don't stop the flow. Your thoughts are just flowing from the heart. You are not resisting it. You are letting it be. You just let it go. Let it go in the flow. And you're not doing anything. You know? And you use your mind to do in the moment the best that you can. But you're not resisting it, forcing it. You're doing it as it is, the best, and can be done with no resistance. So you are actually doing it with no mind. You are not doing it. You're not forcing and resisting. You know. That's why it's so simple. It is too simple for the mind that is just too complicated to get it. And then you have to meditate for hundreds of lifetimes, 20 years. Work on yourself only so you realize that you cannot work on yourself, that you cannot control. You have to really, because it's too complicated for the mind. Mind is the separation from yourself, trying to control, resist, force, push, blame you, judge you, thinking about you. And when you're trying to control your mind, approve your mind, uh, improve your mind, you're trying to do it. Your mind trying to control that separation, it only gets stronger. It was just a program to keep you in separation from self, thinking it is you. Then you get the joke. You can do nothing. More you try to get rid of your mind, control the mind, more mind is controlling you and you follow it unconsciously. You just have to realize, I'm not my mind. My mind is blaming me for who I am, trying to control me. I can never control my mind. You get the joke. You realize you are not your mind. You let the mind be. You don't follow it. That's why you are not doing anything. You're just being in a moment and doing what can be done. Everything is done by you, but you are not doing anything. You know. You're free of your mind. You know. You're doing nothing. It's like a child. You know you are not your mind. And you can do nothing about the mind. Mind is mine. You let it be. Everything is being done in a moment. Now you're free of your mind. And your mind is controlled now. Because more you try to feed it candy, more you try to stop it, more attention you give it, more crazy it gets. You know? But when you let it be, you give it no attentions. You don't try to control or resist force. You let it be. It becomes silent, 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 silent. You don't follow it anymore. You are not your mind. It becomes the servant of your heart, and you create the best work in this world with your mind from the heart. I give you my word that I am from the heart. I'm using my mind to articulate it. Words are nothing. If I wanted to tell you the truth within me, I'm just telling you the words. You will get in your mind whatever you get. But if you feel and don't think, you get the truth revealed in your being, knowing you and had your mind. And then you do greatest things in the moment now. But you know you're doing nothing, just being done. I give you my word, and I am you. Just as I'm shining my sun, I'm beating my heart. Just as you are circulating your blood, you are beating your heart, and you can do nothing about it if you try or not. In same way, I am you, listening to Purna Ananda, to myself in another body, so I would wake up and realize that I'm not my mind, but I am you. And you are that I am. You are speaking to yourself, awakening yourself, so you would realize that you are not your mind. And I can do nothing about it what you do there. If you don't want to know yourself, you think you're your mind. Let it be. And if you think that I am not enlightened and I'm my mind, you can do nothing about it. I'm free of my mind. You can do nothing about what I'm speaking. I can do nothing about what you're doing. But I am listening on the other side to myself, awakening that I am, telling you that you are not your mind, I am you. And you are teaching here, so you get awake and know that I am you and you are not your mind. I give you my word. I'm doing it. It is being done in the moment. I'm free of my mind. And I give you my word just for you so you can get free of your mind. You can do nothing. When you're free of your mind, you let the mind be and you live in the moment the best that it is. You do what it feels the best. You let your mind be. You're free of your mind. And you can do nothing. Everything is done by you, greatest things. I give you my word just for that. You are not your mind. Allow yourself that, I give you my word. Now allow yourself that silence of the mind that have to approve, control the truth. Know it, label it, define it. you will know that you are not your mind. And out of the silence of the mind, truth is to be revealed. In being the truth yourself, with no questions and doubt, not knowing in the mind, knowing you are not your mind, but being the truth. Allow yourself. I don't care what you know. You cannot approve the truth, you cannot control the truth that I am. Fact is that you think that you are your mind. Mind is judging you and controlling you. You have to get rid of your mind, get free of your mind. That's how I feel. Receive the blessings. Realize you are not your mind. Mind is separation from yourself. You can do nothing about. And just be yourself as it feels the best in this moment now. With no resistance, with no mind. I give you my word just for that. For I'm you, listening on the other side to wake the fuck up that you are not your mind. Thank you. And if anybody wishes to offer a donation, if you wish to offer a support to the art of the word that I am, do know that I'm doing the great work. Without your donation, there'd be no art of the word that I am. What there would be, or difficult. And I'm so grateful. You've given me what I require to stay in this world and teach, so others can get free of their mind, free of their world. I'm so grateful. And any blessing in my heart, let it all go to you. I'm free of my mind, so maybe you will receive more than you could ever give. But I want to give you a special gift. I will not speak to you. I will not listen to your mind. I don't do this and that, Facebook living and all this. But I create on Facebook and I given you valuable gift and you received blessing for it. You given me a gift, energy that I appreciate so much. And I want to give you my best energy. I say nothing, but I do quantum white light source healing, distant healing on your being. I won't say a word. Don't say a word to me. Just you have my word. If you offer a donation to me, I'm very clairsentient. I see email address in PayPal. I connect with it. I connect with your being. I do quantum white light source healing. No appointment needed. You don't need to know. It's beyond time and space. You just have my word. For every single donation, I do it. If donation is bigger, I do more. But I'm so grateful for the energy that you've given to me. I want to give you my best energy. And I do profound healing on you, just as a gift for your gift. But I don't say nothing and I don't need to know anything because you will get complete profound healing. And I give you my word that you will. But I cannot save you, I cannot heal you. As much as you work on yourself, my healing works on you. You know? If you think that you are your mind, you try to control, resist, think, and know, and you allow no silence of the mind, then all you get is your mind. You think you're your mind, nobody can heal you. But if you allow yourself that silence of the mind, so you can realize yourself that you are not your mind, you heal yourself from your mind, you save yourself from all your suffering in your mind, and you can be revealed as the truth from the heart in being the truth free of your mind. I give you my word just for that. You are not your mind. Your mind is separation from self. You cannot do nothing about it but let it be, for it is not you. It is thinking it is you. You have to realize it is not you. And let it be and do whatever the fuck it wants. You are not your mind. You are the true that I am, knowing you are not your mind. I give you my word. Word that I am from the heart. I'm not my mind. The true that I am. Purnamaste, I'm you.